Hi, collective. I'm back to do another reading for you guys. Hope you're doing well. Let's cleanse this space for us before the reading. Spirit, please cleanse this space for myself and the collective. Any negative energies, hexes, and curses sent to myself or the collective will be returned to sender and transmuted into love, peace, power, and prosperity. Thank you, Spirit. Okay, let's get started. Okay, I got a little bit of ash on the tablecloth. Let's get started. Please keep in mind that we all hold masculine and feminine energies. So I could be saying she, but I'm referring to he, or I could be saying he and I'm referring to I could be saying he and I'm referring to a she. It just all depends on where you're at or where you hold your energy, if you're more in your masculine energy or you're more in your feminine energy. So I grew up on survival mode. I'm more in my masculine energy. But after healing, I was able to get into my feminine energies. It's different for everybody, but we hold both, okay? As time as well, I could be talking about past, present, or future. So you just switch the times as you see fit and the roles as well. If the message scares you in any way, it's not your message. You do not want to take on any more stress than you need. Life is hard enough. If it's not your message, just move on to a message that does resonate, okay? All right, let's get started. Spirit of my highest white light, what messages do you have today for my collective? What messages do you have for the collective? Spirit, thank you. We have Beauty and the Beast. You need some space in a relationship. Okay, so there's probably a beast around you, collective, that you need space from. This could be a narcissist, okay? Someone who's not good for you. This is the butterfly ferret. I am reborn. So you could be coming out of your healing collective and you're showing the world the new you or who you've always been. You just never spoke out before. You've always been in the background because a lot of your abusers want you to stay silent and hidden. They don't want people to see you or know you, okay? That's because you're a threat. And people just, when they're toxic, they don't want you to be seen. And now you're being seen. Your imaginary friend, childhood treasures resurface. There could be a childhood treasure that does resurface, collective. And you have mermaid in a koi pond. Rediscover your individuality. Become the dragon. Okay, and we have Alice in a Sea of Tears, cast away. Feeling abandoned. Somebody's in a lot of sadness because they're feeling abandoned, okay? And you are discovering your individuality, collective. Good for you. Childhood treasures resurface. And the butterfly ferret. I am reborn. Okay, so collective, what I'm picking up, let me take this off really quick. What I'm picking up so far, collective, is that you have healed, okay, and you have come out of hiding from your healing, okay. You could be healing out loud, and it's making people uncomfortable, or in feeling regretful, okay. That is not your problem. That is their problem entirely, okay. Yeah, Alice in the Sea of Tears, mermaid in a koi pond. You're being asked to become the dragon, become the person you were always meant to be. Don't lower yourself. Don't make yourself small for any of these insecure fucks in your life who could be narcissists. They want you to play small because they're insecure about themselves. They haven't accepted themselves, so they can't accept you. They can go and fuck themselves entirely, right? Because you're going to be who you were called and born to be, regardless of anybody else's opinion, jealousy, or envy, okay? They need to go to therapy. It is not your problem to coddle anyone with insecurity issues. They can go see a therapist and kiss your entire ass, right? Okay. All right, let's get started, collective. Beauty and the Beast. You need some space in this relationship. There's someone in your energy, could be a narcissist, that you need space from. Spirit. Who is this person in the collective space that they need space from? Who is this person, Spirit? Thank you. We have a 5 of Swords in the reverse. Somebody, it looks like it could be a male. It is a beast. It's a narcissist in your life. This person wants to come or move to a peaceful resolution. They want to compromise. They want to communicate with and end a conflict with you. I don't think you have a conflict with anybody. I think they've always had a conflict with you for no fucking reason, right? Because they're insecure. They need to go and heal. Okay, with Beauty and the Beast, you need some space in this relationship. Somebody wants to come to a peaceful resolution and end the conflict. So there's good news coming your way, collective. Possibly there is courage, optimism. There is a courageous person that's going to be bringing you news. However, and it is good news, okay? It is a courageous person that wants to bring you news. Remember that this person is in page energy. A page is a child, okay? Very childish energy. So just keep that in mind. Don't not to, you don't want to put an electric fence up in your front yard to wear off any childish energy, right? But just keep in mind, okay? This person is not, it could be an adult stuck in a very childlike mindset. With the 9 of Wands, this is you're being resilient. You're standing your ground. You've been in an ongoing battle, and you're being asked to summon just a little bit more strength because you're at the final end. You've already got the victory, collective, but you're being asked to still stand your ground, okay? There's forces here who want to knock you down a couple of pegs, okay? And with feelings and instincts, this is the moon. You're being asked to stay and stand resilient. And you have been. Spirit, anything else for this person? This is in the upright. This came out in the upright. Okay, this is a Hierophant, okay? This could be a religious person, a very religious person. Like I said, they are in child energy. Child, page energy is children. This could be a father figure. Getting Emperor, this could be a boss or an authority figure of some kind. I'm picking up father. This could be a father that is coming to bring you good news. This is with the Knight of Cups in the reverse. This could be a Scorpio too. This is unrequited love, illusion, escapism, lies. All right, this Emperor, it's a father figure, okay? They want to bring you some good news, but it's actually just illusion. It's illusion and lies, okay? This person has a very poor sense of self. So what they're going to do is they're going to try to manipulate you to make them believe that there's somebody very important or superior, or somebody you should talk to and trust. I don't think you trust this person as far as you can see them. This person can kiss your whole ass, right? With the Knight of Cups in the reverse, this person can't stand you. I'm talking about the reason why is because you're too smart. You don't let people use that passive aggressive bullshit on you. You don't let them forget about what they did and pretend like nothing happened. Okay, a lot of people who do this like to brush things under the rug. They don't like to face truths and they don't like to face their reality. You tell them to fuck all the way off, okay? If they can't be real with you, they can't be real with themselves. If they can't be real with themselves, they're never going to be real with you, okay? That's why you're just like, I don't need this bullshit. Yeah, with the Ace of Swords, you've gained clarity through this whole thing. You understand exactly what's going on, and you're holding and standing your ground as you should. You need some space from this person. This person is all up in your ass, in your business, just all up in your everything, okay? This person just needs to leave you the fuck alone, honestly. Yeah, this person, the contract's up. See how this person is going around. See how the lady is looking kind of like, ew, get away from me, get away from me. That's how you feel about this person. And this person just does not want to take no for an answer. That is very, very creepy. It's like a Ted Bundy that will not go away, right? Yeah, you don't want this person anywhere near you. With the butterfly ferrets, I am reborn. You could be coming out of your shell collective with the King of Cups in the reverse. This is bad advice, scheming, fraud, an alcoholic or drug addict. Okay, you're reborn. You are healing. You've come out of some type of abusive situation. There is a father figure here. I'm guessing it's the same piece of the same toxic, demonic person that does not want to, that's hovering around your shoulder, that doesn't want to leave you the fuck alone. This same person is planning and scheming. They could be doing fraudulent stuff behind your back. This person is an alcoholic, one who looks out for only himself. Not a surprise to you. This is a King of Cups in the reverse. This person has no love, no good advice, no fatherly love, no emotional intelligence whatsoever, okay? This person is planning and scheming behind the scenes to do something, to give some kind of bad advice, either to you or someone you're around, okay? With the butterfly, it's because you've been reborn, you healed, and this person can't take your heal. They can't take it. This is putting this person in the Ace of Cups in the reverse. This could be a Cancer, Pisces, or Scorpio. This is putting this person in sadness, pain. You're blocked, this person. Yeah, this is putting this person in sadness and pain. The fact that you blocked them. Yeah, they can't take it. Yeah, you're reborn. You're healed. So it's like your healedness, this person can't take. It's causing them to go be in pain and sadness because they can't control or manipulate you. This is why demons malfunction when you heal, because they cannot take you for a ride like they do everyone else in their life, right? This is the Two of Wands in the reverse. This person is very in fear of change. They're indecisive. They're restricted, but they do it to themselves, right? They restrict themselves out of their own fear and failure to grow up. Yeah, this person's in the Two of Wands in the reverse. This could be a Scorpio, Aries, Leo, Sagittarius, heavy fire sign in this reading, heavy fire and air. I've got Libra, Gemini, Aquarius as well. Heavy fire here on this one. With this fear of change, this fire sign could be afraid of change, and this is putting this person in the Nine of Swords, fear, anxiety, terror, negativity. Okay? This person's consumed by their own worries and nightmare. They're in regret. They're gonna have to have the same strength that you had to have, collective. Yeah, this person could be building some kind of business reputation, or you're building some kind of business. Your reputation, it precedes itself, and this is really bothering this person. Or yeah, your dedication is, that's what it is. Your patience and dedication is putting these people in worry, okay, in regret. This is a Hierophant. Yeah, wait, what is this in the back? This was the that was the Emperor. So yeah, this is a religious person with the Hierophant. Yeah, this person, they see your patience. They're religious. They are very traditional. Okay, you're very non-traditional. They're conformed to religion, marriage. They don't have any leader qualities. They follow the leader. Okay, these are people who are religious, kind of like robots looking for somebody to worship. It's like those wind-up toys. You wind them up and they have nowhere. They kind of just go wherever you turn them. That's what these people are. They don't have any kind of they don't have a purpose for themselves, right? So they kind of just follow anyone, like, I am your leader, and they go straight to the leader without doing research, without they can't think for themselves. These people cannot think for themselves. So they kind of just, they're followers. They do what they're told. And it looks like that is what is also getting under their skin, is that you don't do what you're told. You don't fall in line and just obey. Like, how dare you just not obey and fall in line and do what you're told? This will piss off a lot of misogynists. These are men who believe that men should be in power, and they hate women. That's misogynist. They hate women. They have a deep-seated hate for women. They're men that probably were sexually assaulted, or something happened with their mother-son relationship dynamic, which is why they have such a huge hatred and the need to control women. So I'm picking up that you're dealing with a misogynist here. Your imaginary friend, childhood treasures resurface. What is this childhood treasures resurface, spirit? Yeah, you're coming in the King of Swords energy. You're bringing truth. You're bringing truth, and this is making these religious people very uncomfortable. Yeah, because you bring structure, intelligence, and rational logic. You bring an air of authority to you, and that makes these people nervous. They don't like it because they're wind-up toys, right? You just point them in the direction and they go like, follow your leader. I follow the leader. I will follow who is my leader. And they don't have a mind of their own, okay? Like, they just follow whoever they're told to follow. Yeah, because of your truth, this is making these people feel uncomfortable. Yeah, this is bringing loneliness and paranoia to these people with the Hermit in the reverse. This is bringing isolation, their withdrawal. They're paralyzed by fear. You scare the shit out of them. Your truth scares the shit out of them. The reason why is because they're illusionist. They live in delusion. They don't live in reality. They created a whole truth that they feel comfortable in. And if you don't fall in line with their truth and the narrative they want to create, they become your enemy. They will come and attack you. They will make your life a living hell. Ask me how I know. Not only did my own family do this to me, but my in-laws did this to me as well. Because I didn't fall in line with their made-up narrative, they came after me. They attacked me. They're still harassing me to this day. There's a squaggling ant that does not want to leave me the fuck alone. It's a scraggly ant that doesn't want to leave me the fuck alone. It's because you hold truth, okay? So you're a threat because you don't live in the delusion. You don't fall in line. You make your own rules, and that scares people who live in the delusion, who are very comfortable living in the lies they created, okay? Which is why they attack you. They're in the loneliness and paranoia right now because you're in temperance energy. You're very balanced. You're very patient. You do things in moderation. You have inner tranquility and peace, and this is making them freak out, okay? So number 14 could be significant with Jupiter here. There's expansion and prosperity for you, collective. They see that, which is why they want to be friends with you. They want to ride your coattails. They want you to tell them what to do because, again, wind-up toys. Okay, that's the best I can describe them. They're flying monkeys who do what they're told by the narcissist, who don't have a mind of their own. I call them wind-up toys because all you have to do is just wind them up and they will go and do as they're told. Take me to your leader. take me to your leader. No brain cells whatsoever of their own, right? Their IQ is literally probably not enough IQ to even get on the scale. I'm not being mean, I'm just being honest, okay? The lack of a lot of knowledge, even of their own self, of who they are. They don't want to look at their life. They don't want to look at themselves. Looking at themselves will have to admit that you are a terrible monster. Looking at themselves will have to look at the fact that they are flawed and they are not perfect and they are a tyrant, a nuisance to society, and they don't want to do that because they believe they are God. They believe they're above God. Seeing you in this temperance and maintaining calmness, peace, and balanced energy is putting these people in the Ten of Swords. They feel like they hit rock bottom. They feel defeated, okay? They feel betrayed and backstabbed. They're very bitter. It's like the Misery Loves Company, okay? Yeah, like that movie Misery. Ever seen that movie? With, what is her name? Dolores Claiborne, I think was her name in the movie. I don't know. She's psycho, crazy. With the Four of Cups, yeah, this is regret. They're so focused on the missed opportunity with you. See, the cloud trying to hand them a full cup. They're like, poor me. Oh, I missed this. I missed that. Poor me. Oh, my day sucks because I missed an opportunity. Overlooking opportunities because they're sitting and they prefer to sit in their own bitterness of what they lost. And they did it to themselves, right? They're self-absorbed, emotionally detached. Spirit, with the Four of Swords, yeah, they're going inside, or there's a need here for them to go inward. They're feeling overwhelmed and mentally overloaded. With the death in reverse, this is an inability to move forward. They fear what's coming. They're repeating and doing the same thing, or they're repeating negative patterns. They're resisting change because they don't know, they can't see what's going to happen. So the unhealed, and especially the toxic, oh my God, they will attack because they don't know what's happening or what's coming or what's ahead. No emotional regulation whatsoever, right? Mermaid in a koi pond. Rediscover your individuality. You're being asked to become the dragon, okay? This is the Six of Wands. In the reverse, I have heavy fire sign, heavy Leo here in this energy read. So rediscover your individuality. There's a Leo here that is losing it big time. They're crashing out. Yeah, they're disgraced because they failed, you know? And the problem is this Leo failed at discovering their own individuality, that they don't know who they are, which is why they're attacking you, right? They're attacking you because they see something shiny. You're shining brighter than this Leo, and this Leo can't stand it. Why are you shining so bright? They want to shut you off. They want to shut out your light. They want you to shut the fuck up so they can shine. And you're stealing their show. You're stealing their bright light, whatever the fuck they think belongs to them. Okay? Yeah, so this is putting them in the Six of Wands in the reverse. This is no expansion and no prosperity for this person, okay? Because they weren't able to rediscover who they were as a person, right? With the Strength in the reverse, this is vulnerability, self-doubt, weakness. Yeah, this person has a very, very fragile sense of identity. This is a heavy Leo, Aries, Sagittarius. I've got heavy Leo here. It could be significant, or this could be this person's birthdays in August or July. Vulnerability, self-weakness. Yeah, this person has a very low self-esteem. Yeah. Wow. This person is feeling inadequate. compared to you. And that's the problem. This person's comparing themselves to you. That's why they keep attacking you. They can't discover who they really are, right? That's why narcissists, especially women, they will attack another woman and ruin their life pretty much just because you have something, an aura, or you hold something they don't have. So they will spend forever. Trust me, I know. My childhood bullies are so obsessed with me to this day. They are still trying to ruin my relationship, still trying to step into my shoes, still trying to become me. And they can't because they're just little demons that need to just go look in the mirror and go and heal. Okay? This is the Knight of Pentacles in the reverse. This is greed. Lots of greed. Wow, this is this is Capricorn. This is the devil. Greed, being underpaid, lack of inspiration, someone who is too hasty and makes mistakes, a difficult, uninspired person. This is somebody who expects people to bend to their will and complains about everything. This is a miserable person who wants to bring you down to their misery. With the Chariot here, you have victory, collective. You overcame all the obstacles this fucking demon tried to put in your path. And you have enough determination and willpower to overcome this, tyrant. Yeah, you're standing your ground. Good for you, collective. Keep standing your ground. And if needed, just apply pressure, right? 7, this is definitely Leo, Sagittarius. This is Mars standing up for your beliefs, fighting your corner. Yeah, you're defending yourself. With the 7 of Wands, you're standing your ground. You're taking a stand. And this is bringing a tower to these people. There's chaos, destruction, sudden upheaval, trauma, disaster, and all these burdens that they're going to have to carry now. Too much responsibility. Oh no. With the 10 of Wands, so sad. Too bad. They did it to themselves, right? Alice in the Sea of Tears, cast away. This person's been casted out. Possibly casted out of their own group of people. They feel abandoned. With the Empress in the reverse, this could be a mother figure. They're very insecure, lack of confidence, so they attack other females. This is a demon, okay? This is a Jezebel. Okay, jealous and insecure, can't be happy for others. They see that you're in the Queen of Cups energy and they can't stand it. They want to take you down. They don't like it because they're not in the Queen of Cups energy. They find you nurturing. They're not nurturing. They see you have acceptance and self-love and emotional intelligence. They don't have that. So what do they want to do? They want to bring you down because they don't have what you have. That's called jealousy and envy, and it's called domestic terrorism. Terrorizing other people because you don't have what they have. That's not allowed, actually. That's against the law. And you should go seek therapy if that's how you feel about people. There's something not right with you. With generosity, they see that you're very generous to people. You give charity, donations. You could be doing something in the community. This gets under their skin because they have to pretend to be who you are. They have to pretend, which is why they hate you. They can't stand you because they have to pretend to be who they are, and you show up like that in real life, and you don't pretend. You actually are who that you say you are, and they are not, which is why it gets them so frustrated. They can't stand you because of that. With the Page of Pentacles, you have some good news, possibly a new job, new finances, something coming your way. This is the Hangman. This is somebody who can't stand your good news. They don't like it. They're in the Hangman in a reverse. They're in stagnant energy, and they're going to be because they hate you. And as far as they're putting out that hateful energy, they're going to get hate back. What you put out, you get back, right? This person's in discontentment, detachment. They're mad. You didn't just go and fall in line and follow the leader. How dare you have your own mind? How dare you stand up for what's right? How dare you be a humanitarian? How dare you? Because I run you, motherfucker. Go to therapy, you demonic piece of shit. This is the Five of Wands. This is compromise. This person wants to come to compromise with you. I don't think you want to come to compromise. This person can kiss your entire ass, right? Yeah. End of a struggle, reach an agreement. There is no agreement to reach. You never had an agreement with this person. You don't even know this person, okay? You don't know them. You don't want to know them. You don't want to get to know them. They can kiss your entire ass, right? With, this is the Queen of Swords. You hold a lot of wisdom, collective. Yeah, you make a lot of intelligent decisions, and they don't like that because they can't control you. And you know what narcissists want. They only want power and control. They don't want an actual relationship. They just want to control you. And this is pissing them off, okay? With the Seven of Pentacles, this is bad business, financial management. No, this is, they're going to be in the Seven of Pentacles in the reverse. Yeah, everything's downhill for these people after this. The Two of Wands, this person has a tough decision to make regarding a truce. I don't think there's a tough decision because there is no decision to make. Yeah, and because of that, these people are in the Five of Pentacles. They're left out in the cold. They're feeling poverty. They're feeling impoverished. Yeah, they're going to have bad luck for, it looks like for another decade. Yeah, they're going to feel mad at you, and I don't think you care. I think that if they showed up as an adult instead of as a child or a bully, they wouldn't have the problem they are having now. The reason they're having this situation or issue is because they fucked up and they don't want to take accountability for where they fucked up. They want to what? Shove it under the rug and pretend it doesn't happen. Create an illusion or a narrative that better fits their reality so they can move on with their life without looking inward or feeling guilty about themselves. And that's not what we're doing, are we? We're not cradling little fragile egos. No, they can go and fuck themselves and their entire fragile ego, right? Yeah. I have Taurus here. Could be a Taurus that's feeling left out on the cold. So sad, too bad. They're going to be in poverty, it looks like, for a decade. With the King of Wands in the reverse, this is lies, deviousness, prejudice, a liar or devious person, one whose main focus. This person's going to try to self-promote themselves towards you. Heavy fire sign, again, Leo, Aries, Sagittarius. What they're going to try to do is they're going to try to save themselves by spreading lies, being devious and not owning up to the truth because they can't handle their own truth. And you don't want anything to do with this person, okay? Because of that reason, because they're a false, lying thief, right? This person wants a partnership with you. They want to unite, and you say, fuck off, motherfucker. No, you are not going to unite with me because I'm a good person and you are not, okay? You don't get to get in my space. I don't have thieves, liars, and people who are hiding, pretending to be somebody they're not while abusing people behind the scenes. I don't do that, okay? So you go with your people and I hang with mine. You could be dealing with a Cancer. Your High Priestess, you already know this. Yeah, this person, they know that it's going to be impossible to try to get in close to you. And this is justice, okay? Justice, this is karmic retribution. I've got Leo here. This is karmic retribution, okay? And this is putting these people in the Eight of Swords. This is feeling trapped, restricted, because why? They have to look at themselves and what they did. Oh, no. We can't have anybody do that, right? And these could be adults, really old-ass people, old-ass, dusty-ass adults who need to be dusted because of all the dirt and dust they have all over themselves. Yeah, they're feeling in the Eight of Swords, feeling trapped and restricted because of who you are, because of the karmic retribution. This is justice. What's happening now, collective, is there's nowhere for them to run and hide. They're used to having a place to run and hide. They're used to having their sons and daughters change the narrative and helping them and being enablers to these pieces of shit who ruin people's lives and destroy people and abuse children. And these people, these enablers are around them, enabling them so they can continue to do their corruption and destruction in peace. Now, these motherfuckers who enable them around them don't have an integral or moral bone in their body. You want nothing to do with them because all they have to do is what's right. And they continue to not be able to do what's right. Can they? No, these are adults who want to brush everything under the rug and pretend like nothing happened. Oh my God. What did you do yesterday? Nothing happened. I never hurt you. Oh my God. Why are you holding me accountable? I'm the victim now because you're holding me accountable, collective. Oh my God. I'm the poor victim. Pardon me. Pardon me. Pardon me. With arrogant, reckless, hyperactive daredevil, this is a Knight of Wands. In the reverse, this is a grown-ass piece of shit. Grown-ass man who can't take responsibility for their own shit. This is an arrogant, reckless person, daredevil, who shows off for self-promotion but does not deliver shit. That's your typical narcissist who's crying a sea of tears because they feel so left out and abandoned. Oh, poor boo-hoo. Oh, so sad. They probably did it to you for decades, if not years, okay? And they can't even handle 5 minutes of it because they are cowards with no balls, okay? Now, with the Seven of Cups, this is illusions. This person thought they had all these cups filled with gold, outpouring with money and pentacles and everything. But look at, there's a snake, there's a mushroom, there's a head, there's a piece of shit, there's a dragon. There ain't shit in those cups but illusions. And this person was convinced, because they live in illusions and they don't live in their own reality, that their illusions were the reality. And how dare you, collective, burst their fake bubble by speaking truth. Yeah, you need to get arrested, collected, for speaking truth. With the Sun in reverse, this is lack of enthusiasm, sadness. Yeah, this person's going to sit in unrealistic expectations and sit in their ego, and they're going to sit in oppression. With the Sun in the reverse, oh, so sad, too bad. Yeah, no one gives a fuck, okay? No one gives a fuck that you caused pain to all these people and you want to turn around and pretend like nothing happened, you piece of shit. You're going to pay for what you did. Ace of Wands, this is inspiration. Yeah, you've got a lot of inspiration. You've got a new beginning coming, collective. Should be at your doors. You're already here. And you have foresight. You're traveling. You could be moving abroad. You could be moving out of the way of these fucks. And with the Eight of Swords, you're being asked to take action and get the ball rolling. Okay, take movement. I think you're preparing for this, and you are taking action. You're moving on. Yeah, with the Eight of Cups, you're abandoning and walking away. You're moving on away from these fucking crazy people. With the Knight of Swords, big changes and opportunities are coming in because of doing this. These people are going to be hasty. They're going to want to come in because they're in an unhappy home, family life. That is not your problem. That has nothing to do with you. They try to force you into the dysfunction. And because you said, no, I don't want to be a part of the dysfunction, they came and tried to ruin you. Some of them, in some cases, you guys, mine is this case, they tried to unalive you for some chump change. It could have been your inheritance. They probably worked with your demonic sister to do this, okay? Because all they care about is money. They care about the now. They don't care about people's lives. They could care less about anybody's lives. Yeah, and you're letting go of the past. You're focused on your future and maturing and growing. With the King of Pentacles in the reverse, this is materialist, and this person is preoccupied with material things and money, very mismanages money with the lack of independence. This person is going to have a lack of stability and independence. This could be a Virgo. This could be your demonic sister or demonic family, whoever came up to try to take you out. They're going to be, they're not going to have any stability, collective, no money, no finances. Their pathway is blocked. And this is just karmic retribution for all the shit they did to you. It looks like they're going to have issues and problems until they leave, which it looks like they're going to sit in the guillotine phases. So it's going to be about another decade until they leave this planet. They're going to have to pay out their karma. If not, and they take themselves out, that's fine too. They'll just reincarnate into another family. They will have to live out that karma no matter what. If they keep taking themselves out, they'll just keep reincarnating back into Earth as a narcissist who will have to pay out their karma, right? All right, collective, that's it. I hope this message helped. And I'll be back with another message soon. Bye.